Everyone. We are finally live. Forgive the few minutes wait. And a very warm welcome to Suki Kermali, who is a nutrition coach and is going to talk to us all about menopause and weight loss today. Suki, how do I spell your full name? Is it Sukaina? Su
Yes, that's correct. Sukaina.
Okay. Okay. And you normally call yourself Suki online?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So, tell me, we had a little conversation before this, and you mentioned that you come from Tanzania and now live in Toronto. Tell me a little bit about your life. That is so interesting to me.
Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for introducing me and giving me this chance to speak live. So, yeah, I am Sukina Suki. Mostly everybody calls me Suki since I was young. My mom kept a pet name for me, Suki, and I like that even more. It's easier for everybody to pronounce. So, I'm a certified coach and founder of Dhow Wellness, a brand born from my love of herbal and clean nutrition from back home. And I help women feel confident again. And whatever I make in Dow Wellness, partially of it goes for charity in Tanzania. I help the orphanages in Tanzania. So, and that's where the name comes from. Dow means a boat, like a small boat. Yes. And as I said, I'm certified inspired wellness coach, and I love strength training, traveling, helping the orphans. I'm very obsessed with natural healing. But if you told me this 10 years ago, I don't think I would have been the same. Back in the days, I was more about business. I'm also a business administrator. I've done MBA. As time went by and as I even entered menopause, perimenopause, I would say, not menopause yet, I would see the weight crippling up, crippling up, crippling up, and whoa, one point I was like, I can't get there. So my interest became more into nutrition and fitness. That's where I learned and I got certified. And I saw the transformation in myself. That's where I decided I want to help others. Whereby my friends came and said, what are you doing? How can we do the same? And that's how I started my journey of a nutrition coach. Yeah, so that's my story. I was born in Tanzania. I've been there for I would say, most of my life, 40 years.
Wow.
And now I'm in Toronto, Canada for the past 9 years, eight, nine
Mhm.
years. Yeah. I love traveling and I have clients from all around the world, UK,
Wow.
Tanzania, Canada, Middle East.
Amazing.
So, yeah, all praise be to God. So,
Beautiful. What is
sorry.
what has been your greatest miracle story with one of your clients? Maybe a weight loss or a weight management journey.
So, yes, my greatest weight loss miracle journey would be when I have, it's one of my clients who was just stuck at the weight plateau for like a year or two, and she said, I've tried different coaches, I've had different experiences, I've tried myself different things. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Maybe I can give you a try. And this was about 2 years back, and I'm like, sure, we can work together. And at that point, she was my very first client, and I was like, we can work together. And she said, no, I don't want to work without paying. I said, let me help you first, and then you pay me. Let's do it the other way around because I was still doing my course at that time. I wasn't totally certified and I wasn't ready for the payment part. I wasn't very confident and I knew that she will lose weight with my program, but I just wanted to make sure that she gets the results first. And yeah, she started within the first month, 5 kilos down, boom. Second month, other 5 kilos down. And there she was. She didn't need to lose more than like 12, 15 kilos, and she was there within 3 months. And
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And so
Yeah.
what kind of protocol do you put your clients on, or is it different for every client?
So it is very different for every client, I would say, because I have some women who are in their early 30s, some women are in 40s, and some are in 50s. So some come with a perimenopause issue, some have a lot of inflammation, some women are, sometimes I've done two postpartum women. I've also had women in a pregnancy wanting to lose weight, not exactly lose weight, but not gain more weight so that she doesn't put on after. And she lost weight in a pregnancy and gave birth to a healthy 8-pound baby. So I've even had a pregnant women, postpartum women. So everyone is different. And yeah, so it's very individual type. I do group coaching where I put similar type of women together and I coach them just in a group like 5 people and they have similar issues, then it's easier. But most of the time it's one-to-one where I give one-to-one coaching and I work in the app where we are together, Skool. So that really helps. But I have a few points where I can exactly explain about where we feel that, oh, I don't want to eat fat, it'll make me fat. So if I can share the screen.
Yeah, let me make sure you can share your screen. Give me
Yes.
1 second. Um, I think I make you the co-host and then you should be able to share your screen.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. So if everybody can see my screen,
Perfect.
you can see, right? Yeah,
Yes.
so I'll talk about eating fat does not make you fat. You can say you should not stop avoiding healthy fats. And why eating fat doesn't make you fat and what actually does. So we'll talk about that. Eggs are the best protein, best fats. When it comes to egg yolk, it's the fatty part, but it's when we have the egg, the yolk gives birth to life. From the yolk, the life of the chicken comes. So you can imagine how healthy and nutritious it is. So this is an outdated myth, I would say, that fats, I don't want to eat fat, it'll make me fat, and but there's some nutrient fats in our body that needs for us to thrive, like walnuts. Walnuts are very good for, gives us a lot of protein and are good for our brain, omega 3s. So fats are actually very, very important if we've taken the right kind of fats, not deep fried fats, not sugary fats.
Mhm.
Why do we need fat? We need for hormone production, especially important for us women. Brain function, mental clarity, vitamin absorption, vitamin A, D, E, K, satiety and blood sugar balance, cellular health. Healthy fats to embrace, which we should actually be taking. Only these are the main healthy fats, not all fats. Avocados, nuts and seeds. When we say nuts and seeds, we focus more on almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, eggs, coconut oil. So, what actually causes fat gain is usually eating excess calories constantly. In my program, usually I teach them to keep a gap between their foods. Once you've eaten well, you lock your mouth. This is like a lock and key, lock it. Don't keep binging, constantly. So that helps the blood sugar balance. But if we keep eating, it imbalances. And refined carbs are very bad for us. Also, chronic stress, elevating cortisol. So we have to, everybody has stress. We are all humans. We all have stress. But we have to manage our stress. There's some breathing exercises, there's some movements we do. Sleep. Sleep is a very big one. We all need to sleep well. Sleep disrupts hunger hormones. The day, if you will notice, when you don't sleep well overnight, the next day you'll be really hungry. The hunger hormones will just be bouncing about everywhere. You just want to eat all the time. And sedentary lifestyle, just sitting and, just lagging around. If you have time, go for the gym, go for some workouts, do a sports that you enjoy, any sports that you enjoy. That's very important, especially for us women after 30, more movement. Before 30, usually we are more active. And as kids, we don't realize we're always running around, doing everything. Till 20, early 20s, we're in uni, walking about, this, that. But once we hit 30, somehow or the other, we are comfortable with our life. So we tend to sit more. We become like couch potatoes. So, yeah. And one other thing that I really focus in my programs is the complete three approach. I call it in three approach: protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This combination keeps you satisfied, balances blood sugar, and supports fat loss naturally. Okay, so this is where I really focus on the three, the three, I would say the three components: protein, fiber, and fats. Start with protein, end up with fiber. Yeah. So I think I can stop sharing the screen, but I will also share another screen in a bit. Sorry, I think I stopped my video. Yeah. Okay. Is my screen still being shared? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're still sharing. So you just got to go down to the bottom and click stop share.
Okay, yes, I
I don't
said
think
that.
I can do it from my
Yeah, okay,
side.
sorry. Any questions from anyone in the crowd?
Oh, let me see if there's been anything on the live chat. I don't
Yeah,
see any questions at the moment. No.
no question.
I've got questions though. Okay,
Yes,
so
sure.
when I started a hormone balancing and sugar balancing diet recently, um,
Mm-hmm.
called what was it called again? The I can't remember the name now. I'll have to look. My coach, I have a
It was
coach.
something with B, I remember, right?
Yes,
Please.
yes, yes. Why can I not remember
Then
suddenly?
that, something like that.
I'll just have a look there quickly, and then
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is. Yeah. But it's called the Harcombe diet. That's what it's called. So the
Oh,
Harcombe diet, which I'd never heard of before, actually. But a friend of
mm-hmm.
mine said she'd done it a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought I would try it. And the first 5 days were all
Mm-hmm.
about not eating sugar at all. So all
Mm-hmm.
sugar's gone. Fruits, no nuts, even. Obviously, there's a little bit of sugar I noticed in egg, which I never knew. But so eggs were very much in on the first week. Like you said, very important.
Yes.
And I don't think I could have done this particular diet going plant-based because I went plant-based a few years ago and I've slowly introduced eggs and I've introduced cheese and I've introduced fish because I'm eating a lot of fish at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly tuna, which I see is not really a fatty fish. So maybe I should switch to salmon. But yeah, so my question is, so in that first week, I made a mistake, which I didn't realize was a mistake. And that is that on the first 2 days, I also did intermittent fasting. So I did an
Mm-hmm.
18-hour fast the first day and a 24-hour fast the second day. And I was like a gibbering wreck by day two when I went for my first meal, which was amazing, my tuna salad. My blood sugar levels were very, very low. And I always thought, I always used to get so proud of myself when I was intermittent fasting and thinking that when I get to that point, then that must be ketosis.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I thought, oh, this is great. I must be burning fat like crazy now. But then I understood that that actually is not a good thing and it raises your cortisol levels. So it actually
Mm-hmm.
created stress. So, yeah, so what I wanted to ask is intermittent fasting completely out when you start to eat the way that you are teaching people? Or let's say during menopause, because I believe during menopause it's not advisable.
Okay. So I will just share my screen and then I will answer your
Okay,
question and then I'll continue from there.
perfect.
Okay. So and in my menopause, especially as you said, and even with my other clients, I do suggest intermittent fasting, but especially for menopausal women, I don't suggest long hours. Our cortisol
Okay.
levels do go up,
Mm-hmm.
and estrogen level is all over. So we have to make sure that we don't fast more than 16 hours maximum. I prefer 14 hours,
Mm-hmm.
but some women are comfortable with 16 hours, so that's fine. And the 16 hours is like the overnight thing, which out of that, some hours are gone and sleeping. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not suggest it, but I also suggest that when I'm guiding them, I tell them that make sure that you eat when you're really hungry. You don't eat when you're not actually hungry. So in that process, the 16 hours kicks in. Sometimes at 14 hours, they're not so hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you awaken the ghrelin and leptin, hunger hormones in your body. And I tell them that when you're really hungry, I don't make them measure their food with like grams or cups. I say that fill your plate with the right food. Start with protein, the right fiber and fat. Very little part of carbs. The carbs comes from the vegetables, the protein, and the fat. But when you're really hungry, actually hungry, so that's where I really suggest a 14-hour, not necessarily more
Mm-hmm.
than that, especially with women in menopause, because when the cortisol levels kick in, your body holds on to the fat. It gets stressed.
Mm.
You see? So menopause isn't something to fix, and you're not definitely, it's not something that's breaking you. It's a natural transition that every woman goes through, just like puberty was at the other end of your reproductive years.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as your body's way of shifting gears in a new phase of life. Here's the thing though, nobody really prepares us for this journey. You might be experiencing symptoms or wondering, is this normal? When will this end? The truth is, menopause isn't just one event that happens overnight. It actually is a process that unfolds over several years. And understanding where you are in that process can be incredibly empowering. Knowledge is power. And when you understand what's happening hormonally, you can work with your body instead of feeling like you're fighting against it. You know why you might be feeling a certain way, what to expect, and importantly, what you can do to support yourself through each phase. Let's break down hormone changes in three phases of menopause so you can figure out where you are in the journey and what comes next. Remember, every woman experiences is unique, but having this roadmap can help you navigate with more confidence and less confusion where you stand on the road.
Mm.
So I will explain a little bit about hormonal changes. There are multiple hormones we should focus on during the menopause transition. The two main players here we hear mostly about are estrogen and progesterone. But here's what's important to understand. These hormonal changes affect every woman differently, which is why your menopause experience might be completely different from your friends or your sisters. Think of your hormones as a carefully choreographed dance team that's been performing the same routine for decades and now they're learning completely new steps. So, estrogen is the leading lady. She's been running the show for your entire reproductive life, and now it's gradually stopping back. This hormone doesn't just control your periods, it affects your brain, bones, heart, skin, and so much more. As estrogen levels decline and fluctuate, you might notice changes in mood, sleep, temperature regulation, where we say hot flashes, and even how your body stores fat. Some women feel these changes intensely, and while others barely notice them. So why do they barely notice them is also how their lifestyle is. Are they actively moving, their movement, their body size? All these are factors that make a difference. Progesterone is the calming influence. It's often called the calming hormone because it has a soothing effect on your nervous system. It usually is the first to start declining during perimenopause, which is why you might notice sleep issues, anxiety, mood changes because your period even becomes irregular. For some women, this creates significant sleep disruption while others maintain good sleep throughout their transition. Okay? So there's more. While estrogen and progesterone get most of the attention, other hormones play important supporting roles during menopause. So there's testosterone, the energy driver. Even women have testosterone too. It's not only men. It's your energy motivation and libido hormone. These levels also decline during menopause, which can affect your drive, your muscle mass, and overall zest for life. You'll hear many women have divorce rates higher in this time of their life. It's because of this hormone. The energy driver is not there. So this is also there. There's the domino effect when your sex hormones start changing, it can affect other hormones in your body too. Your thyroid might need some extra support. Your cortisol stress hormone might become more reactive, and insulin sensitivity may change. That is why menopause can feel like it affects everything. Because hormonally, it does all that. It changes everything. So every woman experience is different. Your lifestyle, your genetics, your stress levels, your overall health influences how these changes affect us. Some women sail through this with very little symptoms, others have a challenging journey. So there's no right way to experience menopause, there's only your way. This is where everyone is very specific. So even when I do my group programs with perimenopause women, I still give them one-to-one because I still see differences in each one of them somehow. So these hormonal changes create symptoms in our body. And these aren't random symptoms happening to you. They are your body's logical response to significant hormonal changes. The first part is the perimenopause, the transition phase. This is when you're literally means you're around menopause, but this can take about 3 to 5 years sometimes. When you actually hit menopause, this is usually it starts in your 40s or late 30s. It all depends when you actually got your first menses, the first period. If you got them when you were in early ages, 10, 11, 12, then you probably experienced this early 40s or late 30s. But if you got it later after 13, 14, 15, some women go all the way up to 15, then your perimenopause will start late 40s. So it lasts between 2 to 10 years, average is 45 years. And it ends when you reach menopause. Menopause is exactly from the date you stopped your period, completely stopped, not the transition like it comes back after 3 months, goes completely no sign of period for 1 year, exactly 1 year, and that's the birthday of menopause. That one day is called menopause. So in perimenopause, what happens? Your hormone production is becoming more unpredictable. Some months your ovaries might pump out normal levels of estrogen. And that's why it's so chaotic. Your hormones are literally figuring things out as they go. Irregular period, hot flushes and night sweats, sleep disruptions, mood swings, increased irritability, like you're sensitive, little things make you cry. You cry over small things, brain fog, forgetfulness, changes in your metabolism or weight. That's where most women put on weight. You know, decreased sex drive, breast tenderness. So perimenopause can honestly feel like the most confusing phase because you never know what to expect. 1 month you feel totally normal, and the next you're wondering if aliens took over your body. This is completely normal, even though it doesn't feel normal at all. And then it's menopause. It is technically just like one day I said, the day that marks 12 consequent months without a period. It's when your ovaries have completed the shift into this new phase. And once you hit this milestone, you're no longer in perimenopause, you're officially menopausal. Now, the average age is in North America is 51, but it can happen anywhere from late 40s to mid 50s. And sometimes there's surgical menopause, and that's called hysterectomy. It can happen at any age. Some people it happens at early 30s, late 30s. So that doesn't matter. And that's usually early menopause is before age 40. That's where it's called the surgical one. So what's going on hormonally? Your ovaries have significantly reduced the estrogen and progesterone production because your egg reserves have become depleted. And this is where you turn down the volume of these hormones at a very low level. They don't disappear completely, but the levels are much lower. After that is where you have reached your real menopause, and that's where now your post-menopause journey starts. You see, the next chapter of your body. This is where everything comes. You've officially reached menopause. This is your new normal now. It's settling into the next chapter of your life. Your hormones have found their new baseline, and your body is adapting to this new hormonal landscape. Begins the day after you've been officially menopausal for 12 months, lasts for the rest of your life. So what's happening hormonally? Your hormone levels have stabilized at these new levels. Your estrogen and progesterone remains low. Your body starts adapting into function while these levels, like testosterone, thyroid hormones, and cortisol levels, become more important players in how you feel day to day. And you experience symptoms like menopause symptoms start to ease up. Hot flashes may continue, but they become less frequent. Sleep patterns may improve. You'll sleep a little better. Mood will stabilize. Now, all this will happen better if you have taken care of your perimenopausal period by working out, eating healthy. So, this all is very important for all women. Your long-term health consideration becomes more important, and this comes from your perimenopausal preparation for the menopausal time. If you don't take care, you will be shot up with so much weight, and then now you're like, now I want to lose weight. And then you are restarting everything to work on. But if you work better then you are easygoing. It's easy for your body to adapt and start running. So you feel more settled and more confident then. So the key points to remember is that every journey is unique. There are general guidelines, but you may experience something completely different, right, from each individual. Symptoms can overlap. You might experience symptoms from multiple phases at once. Some might come and go. So every individual is different. You might think, oh, but I read this, but I think this was no. Everyone is different, so they have their own thing to do. You have more control than you think. You can't stop the natural aging process, but you have tremendous power to influence how you feel through nutrition, movement, stress management, and lifestyle choices. It's not all downhill. You might have heard menopause doesn't mean your best years are behind you. No, you start feeling better. Sometimes you now can feel like, okay, now I can pursue what truly matters to me in this phase of my life. Okay, and support matters with healthcare providers, with you can join supportive groups like I'll share my Skool where I have so many courses where you can join the Skool groups where me and Lauren, both of us, work on how to help women in midlife, I would say, right? Midlife situation mainly. So this is the journey where we have to really understand how to balance our hormones naturally, nutrition-wise, daily essentials, hormone supporting foods, what to eat, foods to limit or avoid, supplements for hormonal balance. Again, I work with natural remedies for herbal supplements only, mainly omega-3s, vitamin D3, magnesium, moringa, ashwagandha. These are some of the herbal supplements which we need. Weekly exercise goals. how should we be working and not overexerting our bodies, by doing too much of weights, too much of strength training. We have to really balance it all. Movement tips. Sometimes it's just movement that we need. How to manage our sleep and stress. I also have a course on sleep and stress management, sleep hygiene, evening routine, daily stress reduction. There are breathing exercises for stress, how to reduce our stress. So all this you have to work with us in the sense that for guidance to be on the right track, to know the right road. There's so many ways, but you have to know the right road to your destination, right? You just can't take any road. It'll become a longer route or you'll be lost on the way. So that's how we work. You see, this is how hot flashes, how it affects when the estrogen is declining, stress and anxiety, certain food and drinks, we think, oh, I'm eating healthy. But there are certain foods that you're eating are not healthy. So that is where it actually happens, where perimenopause actually kicks years before menopause. So we have to prepare ourselves. We have to keep our bones strong. Sometimes we'll just fall and break a bone. But if we have prepared our bones earlier, it will not happen. They say your bones are weaker, you can break them, but if you're strong enough, you'll feel better. So these are some of the foods to include, foods to avoid. It's not hard, but we have to understand what needs to be done. So that is very important. Any questions?
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot,
Yeah.
Suki. Let's see if there's been any on the live chat as well, if there's any questions. No, nobody's chatting today. I'm not getting, I got so many messages on the other talk, but no one seems to be chatting on the live chat today. But yo, that was a lot. I was going to ask you, what are the most important things? So you said that fiber, the kind of fiber you eat is very important. So what is the fiber you recommend? Are you talking about from vegetables then? Is that the best
Oh,
form of fiber?
the best form of fiber from vegetables when you talk is the green leafy vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
The green leafy vegetables. From fruits, I would say fruits which are fibers are pears. Berries are very antioxidant. Berries are very good for our body.
Mm,
And the anti-aging, the longevity, I would say reversal of age to look
mm,
younger. Berries are superpower foods,
yeah.
fruits. Pears, apple. Um, Fruits that are high in sugar are mangoes, bananas. I wouldn't recommend that on a daily basis. I
Mm-hmm.
would rather say more on once in a while, okay, once in a week,
Mm-hmm.
once in a while, not a daily fruit.
Treat. Mm,
Yes,
mm.
yeah.
And what foods are the most important to avoid?
Fruits.
Oh,
Did you say fruits or
foods. No,
foods?
I was just saying which food in general is the most
Food
important
is
to
deep
avoid.
fried food. Deep fried food.
Deep fried. Mm.
Yeah, especially when they're deep fried with seed oils. I would say just don't keep seed oil at home. If you can get avocado oil, you can get virgin olive oil, a clarified butter, which we call it ghee, is very
Mm-hmm.
good. Butter, coconut oil. Cook in these,
Okay.
but no seed oils. I don't keep seed oils at home. I use avocado oil if I want to make something more
Mm-hmm.
like deep fried. Once in a while, I use avocado oil. I would also say use no refined sugar at home. Use coconut sugar if need be, plant-based stevia. Use honey, pure honey, maple syrup,
Mm-hmm.
a monk fruit, which is from fruit sugar. These are the sugars that I would recommend, but no refined sugar, no white sugar, no brown sugar. Jaggery is one type of sugar that we use, which is okay. It's better than refined sugar. It's more natural sugar. But even all this sugar in limited amounts, not too much.
Yeah, I found for the hot
Yeah.
flashes,
Oh,
sugar
yeah.
and alcohol seem to be the worst for me for hot
Mm.
flashes.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
Yes.
I feel like I'm probably through menopause. I think I went for, and perimenopause was definitely harder. Like you said, like perimenopause, everything was going haywire. I feel like perimenopause was a lot worse than menopause itself.
Yes. Menopause, it starts
Yeah.
to settle down, and the nice part is you realize and you started working on yourself. I tell my clients
Exactly.
sometimes I've eaten this. Tell them it's fine. As
Mm,
long as you know yourself, you have realized it. Mindset is very important, and other thing is what is very important is chew your food well.
mm,
First thing I tell my clients when they join the program is chew your food till you grind it in your mouth as juice and then swallow it. And that's when I started my program of learning, the first month I myself was like a student and I was told to eat everything, but just chewing made a difference in losing weight.
mm.
So when
Wow.
you chew your food well, especially when you know this is unhealthy, chew it and chew it and chew it and grind it and then swallow it. It makes a big difference that it will go inside your body and digest right away, rather than staying and sticking somewhere.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that is one thing I'd really talk about. Chewing your food well. I'll share my screen for
Hmm.
my school,
Hmm.
and I will just show where the wellness circle here, the classroom where I have all the courses. So this is how to learn more about Skool if those who are not aware of Skool. And then I have courses like anti-fat storage, how to
Hmm.
build your own balanced meal, how I teach the 5A nutrition counseling, where I teach you and guide you, the sugar-free sips for balance and energy instead of drinking soda,
Mm,
alcohol,
mm,
tea, coffee too much. It's better to have some sips, and hydration is very important too.
mm,
Effective sleep management strategies,
mhm.
high protein, fiber, and fat approved recipes. I have some courses like 7-day natural hormone balancing meal programs,
Wow.
how to set your kitchen, menopause, PCOS. I have some younger girls who have PCOS and they want to reverse that.
Yes.
Okay, and I have some of my client results. Exercises, some exercises that you can just do at home here, and how to make time for exercise. When they're pre-diabetic, usually in perimenopause, we go into the section where we fall into pre-diabetic.
Wow.
Sugar levels are showing pre-diabetic, and it's very important to check your blood work if you're healthy, quite healthy, at least once a year, otherwise every 6 months.
Mm.
So I have a course on resetting your mood because mood swings are very high there in your perimenopause. Protein power challenge. What's protein? How important protein is. Some hearty soups. Soups are very nutritious. They give us, when you use bone broth, it gives us the collagen that our skin needs because we lose collagen as we go into perimenopause and menopause. So some hearty soups, which we use making chicken, meat, bone broth, gives us a lot of collagen. Some healthy swaps, how to swap our food, what to use instead of, I would say, sugar. We can use stevia instead of oil. You can use butter. So some swaps of some dip recipes instead of ketchup, how to make your own ketchup. So these are some of the courses.
Wow.
Inflammation is a very good one. We all have inflammation in our body,
Mm,
and we need to really work on inflammation. We have to really, really,
mm.
first, when I start with my clients, the first few kilos that they lose is just inflammation. It's nothing but
Wow.
inflammation. And they feel, oh, I'm losing so fast. And I tell them it's the inflammation in your body coming off. And sometimes because of inflammation, we don't tend to lose the weight.
Wow, this
So
is incredible. You have so much in your
mhm.
classroom already. And how much of this is available for those who join? Is a lot of this available only if you move up to premium or to VIP?
Yes, there's a lot of free courses too. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot, VIP is everything is available,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah.
And others are premium, a few are premium.
Mm-hmm.
And in VIP, it's more like one-to-one coaching too.
Ah,
In
right.
VIP, I do one-to-one coaching.
Okay.
And you can take VIP for 1, 2 months as long as you, and it's like I guarantee the weight loss when you're in VIP, and not just the weight loss
Mm,
or a healthy lifestyle. It's more
right.
about mindset. When
Mm,
they join my program, their mindset totally changes towards food, what
mm,
to eat, what not to eat.
yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. This is more about school, and also I wanted to talk about Prism IO. I don't know if I have a picture of Prism IO here. It's
Oh,
my
Prism.
little.
Yes. Yes, you mentioned Prism IO. Yeah.
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 Prism IO
So,
is a very good one for,
mm,
yeah, Prism IO is a device where, let me see if this is the one, yeah. Prism IO is a device where you measure through your finger, you measure the antioxidants and carotenoids in your body,
mm-hmm.
and in few seconds, I would say less than a minute, it gives you a whole range of all your nutrients in your body. And there are four different colors where it says you can see the red, yellow, blue,
Mm-hmm.
purple, and where you stand. And from there you can know exactly what's inside your body, how much you need to pay attention to. And Prism
Wow.
IO is available. You can buy it, or if you are in Toronto, I can help you do the measurement with a very small fee and guide you from there with your
Mm,
health. Like the scores come in numbers like 300, 400, 500. My score was about 550. It goes all the way to 750. And I'm like, oh, I have to reach 750 now. So it's not only your diet, it's also
Yeah.
your movement of your body, how much you're excreting out of your body, how much you're
Mhm.
burning out the
Right.
antioxidants. So it is such a nice device without going to the lab and taking your blood and checking. You can just use this and know your results. And if you have one, you can even share it, make an income out of it by
Mm-hmm.
doing this test for people. So
Mm-hmm.
it is a nice device.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if anybody is
Great
interested
device
in that,
for.
I can share the link.
Mm.
Yes.
Amazing. Great for nutrition coaches,
Yes,
like
it's
you, so
great for
that
the
you
future
can
coaches.
you can monitor
Yes.
how your clients are doing. So what
Yes.
kind of results have you had with your own clients with Prison IO? In terms of taking them from, not good health to better health.
With Prism IO.
Yes.
So when it comes to Prism IO, once I get their results, and then we
Mm-hmm.
start with the nutrition section first.
Mm-hmm.
And everything as I work in my program, everything kicks in one by one. First basic is because 80% is your nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
20% is your workouts and movement. So I start with nutrition, and I put them on herbal medications, which I'm also selling, like moringa,
Mm-hmm.
ashwagandha. Moringa is a very, very good one. It really is a natural plant-based
Mm-hmm.
organic supplement, and that gives you energy, weight loss. It is a super, super plant-based food.
Yeah.
And that is where I start with some supplements,
Mm-hmm.
multivitamins if needed, omega-3, magnesium glycinate. So once you get the results, actually the body, sometimes you feel good from outside, but inside you know that it's not the best. Even if the results, I have results of people with 250, 300. So there's a lot of inflammation that says. Anything above 450 is less inflammation. So in my case, it was 500 because I wasn't doing enough of workout at that point. And
Mm-hmm.
after, if I put myself on a good workout, because I eat quite healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and my results went up to 650.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
trying to train
Sure.
more women.
So you can
Yes.
really see the difference, it's not just eating, it's the exercise as well.
Yes, yes.
Mm. So what do you recommend in terms of the exercise then?
Every individual is different. How is your lifestyle? Are you active or sedentary? Is your work
Mhm.
more sitting like? For example, if I'm all the time on my laptop, I'm sitting a lot, then I would go 1 hour and do some good workout, aerobics with strength training. Not necessarily I will go for just cardio. At this
Mhm.
age, I wouldn't recommend too much cardio, but balancing with some weights. We need strength training for our muscles. And I would not say right away 10 pounds or 20 pounds. Start with 2 pounds and then gradually increase.
Mhm.
So that's where your strength and muscles are strengthening. I would recommend 10,000 steps of movement, walking. However, cover 10,000 in a day. I would even recommend if you're sitting too much, 10 minutes stand up and raise your legs.
Mhm.
Raise your knees for a minute or two. These are the exercises I would recommend. There are some exercises in my school courses where I
Mhm.
recommend very simple home exercises, home
Mhm.
workouts, general home
Ah,
workouts.
great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I even have like 10-minute
Wonderful.
workouts. You
That's
see, standing
brilliant.
ab workout, simple workouts, very
This year has
simple.
been full of big life changes for all.
Yeah. So yeah, these make a big difference.
Mm,
Yeah.
Of us.
great.
I
They do wonders. Just simple things, but it's hard sometimes for us to do at home. You see, she explains how to work out at home and different things. We have
Great.
lots of different workouts. So
Mm,
yeah. So these are some of the workouts that I have, 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
mm.
30 minutes. And most of the courses in my school are free.
Wonderful.
Yes. Any other questions? I think we've gone about 51 minutes.
What else is there? Um, um, what was there was something else on my mind that I was going to ask you. Let me just remember. Okay, so I asked about the workouts, the food, what not to eat. So it's mainly the oils and the intermittent fasting. Let me see if there's any more questions on the chats. No, nobody has been leaving messages. Um, so yeah, I think that's everything. I was interested to know. So with when you, because you just had Ramadan. And so you had to fast. How long are your fasts when you're doing Ramadan?
They're not actually very long, only 12 hours.
Oh, is
Because
it
we
only 12
closed,
hours? So it's
no, in the beginning
doable.
it was, yeah, 12 hours in the beginning. Now it's maybe 14 hours. We
Okay.
close our fast in the morning at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I close my fast with Greek yogurt, fruits
Mm-hmm.
and berries inside and nuts. I make a whole, some bowl of yogurt with some fruits and nuts. And I
Mm-hmm.
have that with a liter of water, warm water.
Mm-hmm.
So I close around 5:30 in the morning and we break at 7:30 p.m. in the evening.
Ah,
In
okay.
our fast, religious fast, we are not allowed to eat or drink anything, no water,
Mm,
no tea, just nothing from your mouth.
yeah.
And I break at 7:30. I break my fast with some protein. I prefer warm soup, eggs, sometimes chicken. Make sure there's
Mhm.
some warm soup and then there's some real good protein. I try to avoid deep fried stuff and then have some vegetables, have some. Usually, we break with the community in the mosque in Toronto here. So we go to the mosque. I take my own food most of the time, but there's always rice, curry. I take some protein like meat from the curry. I take my own quinoa, my salad. We
Mhm.
have, so then you can eat from the time you break 7:30 till early morning, 5:30. So I have
Okay.
one good meal at that time and then I'm pretty okay. And then maybe
Mm.
at 10:30 before I go to bed, if I'm a little hungry again, I might have a snack. I
Okay.
might take some snack in the sense I might have some, if I want to have some whole wheat bread and an egg, or maybe I'll have boiled eggs. I'll have a cracker, whole wheat cracker with some almond butter, maybe, or make an oatmeal, or have a bowl of soup at that time if I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry, then I'll just wake up at 5 just before I close my fast and have my yogurt with water. And over the night before I go to bed, I'm just having a lot of water. Avoiding a lot of coffee and tea. Just I have coffee the day I know that I have a program at night and I have to stay up till like 1 a.m. Then I have a cup of coffee. Otherwise, I have herbal teas and maybe one milk tea.
And
Yeah.
does it affect your menopause? So do you find your cortisol levels when you're fasting like that? Do they go up, or is there any way to test that even? Can you feel
Yeah.
your stress levels rising, or are you comfortable?
A very good question. Yes, sometimes if I don't sleep well,
Mm-hmm.
the eating is not the issue because it's like just switching the clock other way around. You're eating
Mm-hmm.
all, you have
Yes,
the time to eat overnight. It's just the day you're
right.
not eating. But it's the sleep because we sleep sometimes late and because you've drank so much water, you tend to go to the bathroom a few times. So you will wake up,
Ah,
your
so
sleep
it
will
can
be
disturb your
disrupted
sleep. Mm.
and you sleep less hours. Sometimes if I sleep at
Mhm.
1 and I have to be up at 5, right? I want to eat a little bit, drink a little bit, pray. So I just slept like 4 hours and then I'll go back to sleep. Usually in my case, I do go back to bed at around 6, 7 o'clock for an hour or two.
Ah,
And that's where the sleep disruption, that's where I feel my hormones are a little all over the place. But then I
yeah.
adjust it the next day.
Mhm.
I right away adjust it the next day or the day after if I can. I don't pull it for more days. As long as you adjust it, because this is life. Every day is not the same. We will
Mm.
have ups and downs, right? We have
Yeah.
to learn how to adjust our own bodies accordingly and listen to our body,
Mm.
not ignore the
True.
signs and symptoms. Very
Yeah.
important to listen to ourselves and treat ourselves and love ourselves.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm sure that'll help a lot of people. So, who are doing any kind of religious fasting, because that is quite a tricky thing. And during the
Mhm.
day when you're fasting, do you try and do less than you would normally do? Are you taking life a little easier? You're trying to
Yes.
take as much stress away, praying more, and
Yes.
yeah.
Very spiritually based, praying more. Workouts are totally like at this point, I don't even know if I'm walking five. I don't look at my step count because my
Okay.
work is a lot of
Yeah.
sitting. So I try and I have a treadmill, so I try and walk 30 minutes a day if I get a chance. But
Mm-hmm.
my day goes quite fast because I sleep a little bit more. I sleep
Mm-hmm.
in, so I lose part of
Yeah.
my mornings.
Yeah.
Then my afternoons, I'm a little tired and I have to prepare some food with my work. So I do take it easy and I don't go to my workouts. I don't go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes and at night we go to the mosque. Usually every day we have programs like prayers and everything. I like
Mm-hmm.
to do that because I know it's just 1 month. I want to make the most of it.
Yes.
So I miss out on my workouts. I do miss them after 2 weeks. It bothers me that I need to go back on track. But
Uh-huh.
then I know it's only a little more time, so I do my workout at home a little bit. And if I
Mm-hmm.
get a chance, I go to the gym and I do Pilates, I do yoga.
Yeah, much quieter
That,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
not
simpler and
heavy.
easier.
Mm.
No cardio, not
Mm.
very hard exercises. I go for walks if I have time, but time flies very
And
fast in Ramadan.
mm. Yes, it does. And so, is there anybody you would say don't do the fasting at all? Are there occasions? I believe that when pregnant women don't fast, is
Yes,
that right?
pregnant women, early postpartum women, when they're fully
When
early,
they're
when they're fully
breastfeeding?
delivered, yes,
Mm-hmm.
feeding in the first 6 months, I would say, they are
Mm-hmm.
not on other foods, the baby, sometimes if they can't fast. Women who are sick, women who are in their periods, menses, they don't have
Mm-hmm.
to fast, like they're not allowed to fast that one
Mm.
week or 10 days, up to 10 days. And
Okay.
if you're sick, you don't have to fast. It's not hard and
Mm.
fast. God is
Right.
forgiving.
Mm.
So it is like if you're not well, you don't have to fast. You can repay later. You have the whole year to repay that one
Oh,
fast or two fasts. So we
okay.
do repay our fasts.
Mm.
And if you're not well, you don't fast. If you are diabetic, sometimes there's certain cases you can
Mm.
fast totally in your lifetime, then there is a way of repaying
Hmm.
through alms, helping the poor, and there are different ways of repaying
Oh,
if you can
beautiful.
fast yourself.
Hmm.
Yes.
And then, what age children start fasting? Is there a certain age where it's
Yeah,
safe?
good question. Very good question. So for girls, it's usually the age of 9 when they
Wow.
hit puberty, mainly when they hit puberty, girls.
Hmm.
And boys, about between 13 to 15, or again, when they hit puberty, it becomes a must to fast. But
Hmm.
you'll be amazed that we have kids who are younger than that and they do the fast for the whole month. They are so excited. Girls start as
Oh,
early as 6 years, 7 years, same with boys. And they are
amazing.
fasting with their family and they're enjoying
Mm.
and no complaints. They're also fasting.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
we have
And
children
then
fasting.
And then do they not then do the sports at school and that sort of thing or physical
Sometimes they
education?
do. They
Oh,
do.
okay. They do.
Yes,
They
they
just
also
keep
do that.
going.
They're children, so their mindset is not like, oh, if I'll do
Yeah.
sports, I'll feel hungry, I'll feel thirsty. They don't care. They do
Okay.
everything. But
They're
they come back
amazing.
home and they go to sleep, they get a nap. The
Hmm.
parents make sure that they are taken care of, they are resting
Mm.
well, they
Right.
take a nap. And then even at night, they make sure they sleep a little earlier and they get their night sleep.
And do
Yeah.
you have to wait for sunset? You have to wait for the prayers at
Yes.
sunset before you can eat? And
Yes,
so
it is
what time
sunset.
does sunset in Canada? Is it?
As of now, it's at around 7:35.
Ah, okay. So it's not because sometimes in Cape Town, our sunset is 9 o'clock in the evening.
Yes, we've had those
That's
days too in
late.
summer. Yes, and we've
Yeah,
done those fasts too.
that can be quite
We
hard
have,
for people. Hmm.
yes, we've had an open window of eating only 6 hours from
Wow.
9:30 till
Wow.
4:30, I would say, or 3:30
Wow.
sometimes.
So that
Just
gets really
pre-dawn.
difficult.
Yes,
Mm.
pre-dawn we have to close our fasts.
Right. So it's always about the sunrise and
Mhm.
sunset, right? So that can be
Yeah.
quite difficult then in terms of cortisol
Mm.
levels and the stress
Yes.
levels and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I would imagine because now you've got that much shorter, yeah, the time restricted eating is in a very much smaller time
Yeah.
timing. Yeah. Sure. It's so interesting.
Yes.
And what do you love most about the work that you do?
Oh, good question. I love when I'm fulfilling my clients' results. I love to see a transformation in people. That's a very big one.
Hmm.
Changing people's lives for good
Yeah.
because health
Yeah.
is wealth.
Absolutely.
And the other part I love when I get when the money that comes in, I'm helping orphans on the other side.
Ah, beautiful.
So most
Yeah.
of the money I try and take out my expenses and the rest I put it for the orphanage.
Oh, that's
So it's a
amazing.
charitable thing, and I
Yeah.
just love that part that
Oh,
I
what
can
a
see a
beautiful
difference.
heart.
Yeah, so it's a difference. The biggest thing is I see a difference in people's life because I
Mm,
feel that I have reached this age where we have passed half of our lifetime. Now the other half is left. So we have to do something for our hereafter. We
yes,
won't go with bags of gold down there. Our deeds
exactly.
are what will come with us,
Yeah.
and our deeds have to be good to take down there. So this is what I enjoy to see the transformation I make for people and the results that they get and how they are happy and grateful. So that
Oh,
makes me
that's
more
so nice.
grateful to my Lord.
Yeah. And what is the most unexpected miracle you've seen? Like, for example, you help someone with their health, but then maybe their relationship has transformed. Or have you ever had something where you weren't expecting that kind of benefit? You said confidence is one of the reasons why you do the work because of the confidence people get.
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody come to you and just say it changed their life in a totally unexpected way?
Yes, Mostly I have had clients with their health transformation because I
Hmm.
work in that field. So it
Yeah.
has made a difference that changed their life totally. They couldn't go on rides with their children because of their
Hmm.
weight. They couldn't, like, if you visit Disneyland, there's certain, not
Hmm.
everybody can go on certain rides. So that difference is, and there are things they can do now which they wouldn't be able to do. So
Uh-huh.
those are the changes that they've seen, especially mostly for women, it is to fit into clothes and feel confident when you can wear something you like. It's
Mm.
the mood changes. They have told me even if the weight, because I have had women who just want to lose 5 kilos.
Right.
And within that 5 kilos, once they've lost 2, 3 kilos, they tell me my mood has become better. Because you see, what you eat affects your soul. It's very
Yeah.
important. And what I really push on is eating whole foods, no
Mm.
packaged foods. So I
Yeah.
tell them make your food from scratch. No
Mm.
tomato puree, no tomato sauce. Make it at home and I will give you the recipe. So they say they feel so much better in their mood. They feel happier. The happy
Wow.
hormones open up too. So
Wow.
that's more
Mm.
important than, it's not just the weight loss, it's also the mood part. And
Right.
that I feel more happier that they are feeling happy. The sadness is not there. The
Oh,
confidence is
amazing.
also coming with the happy hormones.
Mm. Oh, that's amazing. So that's what you're doing this work for, to see people actually feel happier, more confident.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the real life change, isn't it? Because we think of a transformation as just being like about looks and, feeling a little bit better in yourself, but it can be so much deeper than that. As you say,
exactly.
what you eat affects your soul.
Yes, the inner part
Yeah.
is also important because what is inside will come outside.
Hmm. Yeah.
The glow will
Yeah.
come outside, right?
Beautiful. Mm. Amazing. Oh, that is so lovely. It's been so beautiful to chat with you. Thank you so much for all of that. And I'm really looking forward to delving into some of your courses in your classroom.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. I
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yeah.
that. And I really appreciate it was such a fruitful morning for us here. It's just 11 a.m. in Toronto.
Yeah. And it's 5 o'clock here in South Africa. So what I'm going to do is I'll put your link to the classroom in the show notes in the podcast and also, below the YouTube video. And is there anything else you would like me to share? Is there any other things you'd like me to share in terms of links and stuff? And also any last words that you want to leave people with?
Yes, in the sense of, I would just like you to share my Skool link, and
Hmm.
my Instagram is Dhow Wellness.
Perfect.
I also have a lot of posts on my Instagram page.
I saw that. Yes, I'll definitely share. Okay, so Instagram and Skool.
Yes, I'll
I'll
share my
share
Skool
those.
with you here in the chat.
Yes, perfect. I have it. I have it because I'm part of your group, so I will send it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And,
Great.
yeah, and I would just tell everyone when you eat, eat mindfully, eat slowly, and prioritize your proteins and movement. I can go on and on and on,
I
but
know.
yeah,
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 you're really treating the whole body, not just from a nutrition perspective. I
exactly.
can see you're
Yeah.
going the whole,
Yeah, they
everything to
all
do
go
with health.
together, sleep,
Totally.
movement, and nutrition all goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes my clients don't lose weight and it's because of the sleep and ask them how much you slept last night.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Wow.
that's the reason sometimes. So yes.
And that's all the things. I mean, I'm halfway through writing a book on reversing your age, and it's all exactly the same stuff as well. Mindset, eating,
Mhm.
exercise,
Exactly.
anything we're going to do for our health and well-being, body, mind, and soul, it's the same stuff,
Yeah.
relaxing,
So that's interesting.
meditating, prayer.
Yeah. Yeah, we can work together on this book. Hey, it's interesting. And
Yes,
that's
exactly.
what I
Yeah.
work on, reversing your age. With
Yes.
my older clients, I help them reverse the age, especially who are above 55. I tell them, let's stop here. Age is just a number from here now. We have
Yeah.
to reverse back. And also, I have a weighing scale that has a metabolic age. When you are eating healthy and doing everything, when I go on my scale, and it will show my age 4 or 5 years younger.
Oh,
It says your
wow.
metabolic age is not your actual age, it's down. And I feel so
Oh,
good.
that's exciting. I love
Yeah.
that
So,
scale because I believe my age is not, I believe age is not chronological. You can meet
yes.
someone and they are 50, but they look 30, and you can meet someone who's
Yeah.
30 and they look 50 and act like it as well. So I don't believe age is chronological, and I love
Yeah.
that idea of a
I'll share
metabolic.
that link with you. I don't know if you'll get
Yeah.
it there, but I'm sure you can order
Yeah.
it. I got it here, and
Oh,
I'm
I'll
so
look
happy
into
that I got
that.
it. So,
Mm.
yeah.
I know that doctors can test that as well. They tested me when
Yes.
I was pregnant, and they
Mm-hmm.
told me I was a different age. I was apparently in my 20s. I was 40 when I had my child, and they said I had
Yes.
the age of a 20-something-year-old. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, that's so
Uh-huh.
good. But now I
Yeah,
just want to keep that going.
yeah, exactly. So I feel so good, and I'm like, oh, what's my metabolic age? And the time when I was a little heavier, my age was the same as my age. But recently I've
Oh,
noticed that my metabolic age has gone down. I'm just trying to look here. Where is that part?
oh,
Even
that
here,
is brilliant.
yeah, the BMI
Yeah.
also. The body mass index is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
really like that part. Yeah.
Wow. And what I love that you do when I joined your community, I'm not sure if you do that with everyone who joins your community. And I just wanted to tell the people though, who are listening or watching this that you did something so amazing. You asked me a few questions and then you sent me this whole report about myself, which was absolutely incredible. I don't know, do you do that with anyone who actually answers
I
your
only do with my
messages?
clients. I only do
Normally
with my
with your clients.
paying clients.
Okay. So that was just a gift to me. Thank you.
Yes, that was I would call it your birthday gift, advanced birthday
Thank
gift.
you so much. It was an amazing birthday gift. It was
Yeah,
really, really
that
special.
is really according to your age and your height and your weight and
Hmm.
specifically made for you from what I learned from you a little bit,
Yeah.
your lifestyle, and that's how I make it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
That was really helpful. And I think that is
Yeah,
an
so I do
amazing.
I'll give that to
Yeah.
premium and VIP members, mostly
Hmm.
VIP and premium depends.
Okay, so
But
that's good for people to know that. I mean, you're
yeah,
a really amazing nutrition coach to work with. I mean, you can already see by how many things you have in the classroom, how
yeah.
much you deliver for your clients and even just for members in your community. So, yeah, it's been so wonderful to meet you and to learn about how you go about things. I think I've asked all the questions I had. Um, yeah, before we came in. Um, when you're in Tanzania, there's one last question. Are you able to get all the kind of foods that you are? Is it actually easier to get the health food that you like to eat, or is it easier to get it in Canada?
I would say in Tanzania, the organic food is easier.
Mm-hmm.
The vegetables and the fruits are more organic.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada, I get all the vegetables and the fruits, but not all are organic.
Mm-hmm.
But the other things that I get in Canada are easier to get in the sense of monk fruit sugars, stevia sugar,
Mm-hmm.
the supplements like omega, vegan. Those are a little difficult that back home and they're very pricey. There
Mm.
is cocoa, but cacao,
Right.
that's what we call it.
Yes,
You get a really
cacao.
good one here.
Mm.
Pure almond flour. We do get in Tanzania almond flour nowadays, but some of these things so there is a balance, but
Yeah.
I think I get everything in Canada
Mm.
easier than in
Okay.
Tanzania.
Yeah. So it's a
Yeah.
kind of first world, third world, but in the third world, you are
Yeah.
getting a lot more of that really nutritional fruits and vegetables, which really
Yeah.
helps. And the
Yeah.
meat, what is the meat and fish like in
Very
Tanzania?
good question. I was going to speak about that. The meat so we eat, as Muslims, we eat halal meat,
Yes.
which is everywhere in Tanzania. In Canada, there are certain butchers where
Mhm.
we get easily. That's not a problem. But the taste of meat in Tanzania is better, chicken especially.
Ah,
The
interesting.
chicken here are raised with a lot of injections, I feel.
Mm.
So they're not
Yeah.
tasty, but the chicken back
Yeah.
home is very tasty. And it's
Yeah.
better, I'm sure. The meat here, we get some good meat, which is okay.
Mm.
But and the fish, I get good salmon in Canada, so I buy
Ah,
the
yeah.
freshwater salmon, not the farm raised. So the
Hmm.
freshwater salmon is way better than I think the fish I get back home. I love the salmon and the benefits you get from salmon. But we
Mm.
get good fish in Tanzania. So in that way, meat, chicken, fish is also good back home. But otherwise, and eggs are very good at home.
Ah, in
We get those
Tanzania. Yeah.
organic eggs.
Ah,
Those are
wonderful.
very good. Yes. Here we do get organic eggs, but I prefer the home eggs better. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I like the fresh milk you get back home. If
Ah,
you are not
yeah.
lactose intolerant, I
Hmm.
advise all my clients to use fresh milk.
Hmm.
Yes. So we get really good
Right.
fresh milk on a
So
daily
I
basis.
don't eat dairy. I don't have dairy, and I have a bit of cheese now, but yeah, I don't drink milk, and I
Yogurt?
haven't eaten chicken for a very long time because after following the plant-based doctors, they said chicken was probably the worst, the most, I think because they mostly in America, the plant-based doctors that I followed did
Mm.
not recommend chicken. They
Yeah, the
said that
chicken on this
when
side is not good.
yeah, yeah. They said that when they've done heart operation, quite a number of them are cardiologists. And they
Mm-hmm.
say that when they do a heart operation, they can just see in the veins, like it looks like chicken fat inside the veins. It's absolutely terrible. And after them explaining what it's like doing cardiology, with chicken fat, it just completely put me off. I've never had chicken since.
No,
I don't touch chicken,
no.
but
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
happy
you
to have
should try
eggs.
halal chicken. Halal chicken is good.
Is it? Okay, yeah. So maybe I would be prepared to do halal chicken. Yeah. Because we also get a lot of halal food here. I mean, my
Yeah.
neighbors are Muslim and many, South Africa has a very big
Yes,
Muslim
yes.
population.
Halal meat and
Yeah.
chicken is good because the way they slaughter it is a different way and makes a big difference. Yes.
Right. Okay. So that does, but also what they feed the chicken. So if you're getting good chicken, if you're getting organic chicken here, then you
Yes.
know that they're not putting all those hormones and things into the
Yes,
chicken,
if you're getting
which,
organic chicken, it's
yeah,
good because it's a lot of protein and it's not bad meat. It's
yeah,
good meat.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So I do think it's the quality
Definitely try
and
it.
yeah, and you don't eat pork at all, right? Because I
No,
know pork
no
is
pork at all.
probably the most dangerous from what I've heard as well. Pork,
Yes.
yeah, pork is
Pork is
just a
very bad.
no-no.
We don't eat,
Yeah,
it's prohibited in Islam.
yeah.
We don't also eat fish without scales.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't eat crab, don't eat
Right.
oyster. Yes.
Okay, so any of the sort of sushi exotic stuff. Do you eat sushi?
So sushi, yes, you can eat sushi if it's made from fish with scales. You can eat
Right.
sushi.
So
I
just
personally
not the
don't like
clam.
sushi. I'm not a fan
Okay.
of raw fish. Somehow it's like raw fish.
Yes.
So I'm not a fan of sushi, but yeah.
Yeah. But you're allowed to eat it in your faith. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Interesting. It's been so good to get to know you. I really have
Same here,
enjoyed this.
likewise.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing everything you've shared today so open-heartedly. It's been
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. I
Okay,
will
take
leave all the
care.
links below.
Okay, sure.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Okay. I'm going to go and stop the live stream. Yeah. So thanks, everybody. And please, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Bye. There we go. I have stopped the live.
You stopped the live, right?
Yes, I've stopped.